Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let's take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day.
Hi, and welcome to Wisconsin Family. This is Dr. Justin Riley, and
I'm not a doctor.
am. You play one on TV.
No, I don't. I just talk to doctors on
Oh,
TV.
I'm so
I can't
sorry.
say that I am actually a doctor.
I totally misunderstood. Well, you're smart enough to be a doctor, so
Well,
I'll
thank
just call you that.
Thank you. I'll take that one.
You're welcome.
Take compliments where you can get them, right?
That's right. You always just say thank you and nod. Smile. Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm Emily. I am not Janet. So
Emily,
we're
Happy
missing
New
you, Janet.
Year.
Happy New Year.
It's good to see you.
You too, and we're having a great 2018. We're going to have more great times in 2018.
2018 is going to be a great year
It
for Wisconsin Family,
Yep.
for our lives, for the TV station. I think it's
Yeah.
just going to be a great year in general.
Yeah,
So.
things are just feeling good in the air, feeling positive, especially here at Rabinia Courtyard.
Yeah.
Jardin, their new restaurant, is open now for a few months, and it's definitely gaining some great traction out there. They've gotten wonderful reviews. The food is fantastic. They throw amazing events. So we're going to talk to John Reske, the owner, later about what's happening in Jardin and the rest of the restaurant group here at Rabinia.
Yeah, it should be good.
Curling is
Yeah.
something.
Curling
I've heard of.
is
Yeah.
coming up. Stay tuned for curling.
Curling.
We're also going to interview one of our good friends, Buzz Kemper from Audio for the Arts.
What do you think about that guy's voice? Sorry to interrupt.
That is just, I mean, that's $1 million voice.
It really is. Even just in person.
Yeah.
You're just like blown
He
away.
was talking on the phone earlier, and he was just having a casual conversation. And I was like, even when he's not trying, he sounds amazing.
I know.
I wish I could do that. But
Well, your voice is pretty good too.
well, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm nodding and
Nodding. We kind of have like a fun show about entertainment and production because another
Yeah.
set of people we're talking to are Hinckley Productions, a female-run production company who are really kind of getting involved in a lot of really cool stuff in Madison and
Yeah.
possibly expanding into Milwaukee.
Yeah.
So they've worked with Mad Rolling Dolls. They've done a lot of cool stuff. We've worked alongside them before. A couple of ladies that are just kind of killing it out there.
Yeah, they're
So,
going to talk about
excited
some
to
new
to them.
things for happening in their 2018 over at Hinckley Productions. So that's coming up right after the break here on Wisconsin Family. So stick with us.
'Cause every day is a new day. 'Cause every day is a new day.
Hi, welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're having a very relaxed time sitting cozy in this booth in Rabinia Courtyard. We're in the Madison Tap area of the whole restaurant group, and we're going to chat with them in a minute. But sitting with me are two amazing women, one of which I'm just knowing recently, Miss Natalie Hinckley of Hinckley Productions, and Miss Nicole Gruder, who I've known for quite a long time, and getting to talk with her on a new venture. So, Hinckley Productions, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
So, what are some of the latest projects that have been going on at Hinckley Productions? Fill us in.
Sure. Yeah, we're really excited actually to be producing another season with the Mad Rolling Dolls. It'll be airing on Channel 57, and so we're kind of in preparations to get that rolling. We've done some really exciting work with Land's End in the last couple months, supporting some of their clients.
All right.
So we've been on some really good shoots and kind of getting geared up for 2018.
That's great. From what I know, from what you do, you guys have fun with what you do. I mean, we worked alongside with you
Yeah.
with Mad Rolling Dolls, so.
Yeah, we
nice.
always enjoy those productions for sure. And
Yeah.
one of the things that you guys are doing is that you have a lot of women-led productions that are happening right now overall. Why do you believe that's so important, other than the obvious reasons?
Sure, yeah, well, I can take this one. Definitely, especially with everything that's going on, like news that's being created with like women in media just being harassed, like it's just sort of like, just one extreme of things, so what we're trying to see is more women taking ownership and being not just one person on a team, but making those important decisions, being more women directors. We know that about 10% of the commercials you see on TV was actually had a female director. So we're trying to shake things up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And change the paradigm. Yeah.
On behalf of all of us,
Yeah.
women, and the rest of us that are just looking for important people doing important stuff.
Yeah.
What you phrased this beautiful question. I want to put it in your words. How does looking through the distinctive lens of your point of view inform and benefit your work that you're doing in Hinckley?
It's a different nuance. It's a distinctive lens. It's coming from a different perspective. And again, I guess speaking from a commercial vantage point, women control the lion's share of spending,
Yes.
and we're not being represented with desired marketing. We're definitely being represented with marketing, but what we see as being something that we want to be informed by with a commercial is not just something that's packaged in pink. You know, it's like we
Yes.
want to be told about a product in a certain way, and oftentimes we're not. So it gets really frustrating. So
It
it's nice
seems-
to come from a different vantage point.
Yeah, and it seems like the way you put it is just so, the lion's share of the spending power. Why is the marketing not happening in a way that's respectful and understandable by the folks who are holding the purse strings? It's a great way to put it. So.
No, totally agree. And you guys have some new things going on at Hinckley beyond just production. You want to talk to us about what those things are?
Well, we just did the live, this is in the past, but we did the live streaming for the Madison Hip Hop Awards, and we've got some
Oh,
live
cool.
streaming coming up with the Mad Rollin' Dolls, and what else is on the horizon?
Well, we just purchased a new camera that we're really excited about. So we're looking forward to just really exercising that and seeing what it can do. So as far as upcoming productions,
We have our own commercial.
yeah, we've kind of had a fun experience to kind of do a little self-reflection and make an ad for ourselves, and so it's this kind of a cool like storytelling piece with like lots of different people on camera, and then all of a sudden you kind of step back and you realize you're on a set.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, so
it's so creative. Well, it must be wonderful. I mean, your production company producing a commercial for yourselves to market yourselves. I mean, like, perfect circle. I think that's wonderful. If I may pick your brain just for a second about equipment, you talked about this new camera. This isn't something that I'm really all that experienced with. Like, what kind of cool stuff can you do with this new equipment versus the old?
That's your
Sure, yeah. Well, the new camera is 4K and it can do up to 180 frames per second. So you can get some really beautiful slow motion.
All right.
And it's just interchangeable lenses with it, so you can create a lot of different looks. So you can basically make that really high caliber, polished video product. So we're
That's
having a lot of fun with
Yeah,
it.
congratulations. Like a new toy, right?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
You get to open it before Christmas now?
Yep, the unboxing came early.
Okay,
so, yeah.
good.
It's been very good this year.
That's good. So I'm kind of curious to know, I mean, obviously there's a lot of new things going on with Hinckley Productions. What all do you see on the horizon for 2018?
Well, I don't know. We've got a new studio and the new camera. I'm new there.
new you?
We've got a new intern,
Yeah.
and where's it all funneling to, boss?
Yeah,
This question's for you.
yeah. We're just really gearing up. We're working on expanding. The new space is kind of giving us elbow room to do that.
Yeah.
We're looking more into the Milwaukee market
Oh.
into the future.
exciting.
And this past year we got to do quite a bit of traveling, which was really fun. Las Vegas, Tampa,
Right.
Atlanta. So I love to travel. I think we're going to try and do more of that.
Can we come?
Let's go. Let's leave right now.
Exactly right. That's so exciting. Well, congratulations. Congratulations to
Yeah.
you being a new part of this team and the team being, fueled by women and completely from that perspective. Thank you so much for doing what you do. Keep it going on. We're excited to work with you in the future.
Great.
This is Hinckley Productions. Thank you so much. This is Wisconsin Family, and we'll be back with Right More after the break.
'Cause every day is a new day. 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're here at the Madison Tap, part of the Ravinia Courtyard family of restaurants. And we're supposed to be joined by Rob Grether from Dash Lito's Hot Sauce. I think he's running a little late. Emily actually went out to look for him, so I guess it's just going to be me for a while, just filling time. Rob, are you back there?
Huh?
Oh, there he is.
Wow.
Rob is here after all, ladies and gentlemen. Well, hey.
Well, I didn't know
And
what.
look, you already have a mic on too, isn't that
What's
funny?
going on?
Good to
Wow,
see ya.
nice to see
Good
you.
to see ya. Yeah, I saw you on the restaurant show earlier, and now we're here at Wisconsin Family. What's going on new with Dash Lito's?
We're busy as usual, as always. Our current expansion, we've got a new kitchen that we're building out.
Ooh, nice.
A new commercial kitchen, and with that, we're kind of looking to expand our product line. We're going to continue to make the hot sauces and make that kind of the backbone of our business. But what we've done in the past is we've always tried to incorporate the hot sauce flavors into other products or into other ideas as we've done on the restaurant show.
Right, yeah.
So with the hot sauces, we're going to incorporate them into some salsas that we've already kind of started, but production was always difficult. We didn't really have a good space for expansion like that. And then we've just got a whole plethora of other fun ideas for spicy foods, and possibly even a whole nother food business that's not specific to spicy foods.
Yeah, not specific to hot sauces. Now, I think people should know, because the avid viewers of the restaurant show probably know a little bit more about you than maybe the folks on Wisconsin Family here, but I mean, your hot sauces have won some pretty big awards.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate. We've entered into the Scovie Awards, which is a national spicy foods competition. We won a first place in the medium category for sweet heat. That's our candied jalapeno. We've won a World Hot Sauce Award. We won that for fruit-based, I think, and that was for the Caribbean curry, which is a peaches and then curry and then habanero. We've won a bunch of, pretty much every one of our 6 sauces have won some kind of nationally recognized or internationally recognized award.
Wow, that's pretty incredible. And then they can be found pretty much at any grocery store around the Madison area. Is that correct?
Correct. We're in across the street here at Festival, and Willow Street Co-op does a great job. We love working with them. Woodman's and Hy-Vee and Jennifer Street Market. We've had a little bit of a snafu with the pick and saves, so we're not in there right now with the Kroger purchasing them. It's a bit of an issue. But,
that's a bummer. But what do you do? Now I think it's important for viewers to know that you're actually making most of the product yourself. You, the owner of the company, so when you get this a bottle of Dashalitos, you know it's quality because it goes through your quality control. Yeah,
very much so. Luckily enough, I'm kind of OCD about it, so and other things in my life.
Luckily for the consumer.
Well, I'm very specific about how it gets done, and even all the way down to the labeling and the label design. That's something I work with a design person, but I kind of have my ideas of what I want things to look like. Right. And I'm very specific about that. With the production of the sauce, that's kind of why, or that's exactly why we're building a new space to build out, so we can expand the production, but also just kind of allow ourselves a little bit more, leniency rather than having to work with some of the hours that we have in our space right now.
Right. Yeah. You were kind of relegated to certain hours over there.
Yeah, so, and that was pretty taxing for me personally.
I'm curious to know, like, there are some people who may be watching. I mean, obviously we're in Wisconsin, so there might be some people out there who aren't big fans of hot or spicy. What can you tell people because I know you made me a believer, so what can you tell people who think, well, hot sauces just aren't for me?
Well, for our purposes, I tell people, first of all, I make them because I like them. And none of our sauces are atomic. That's kind of a buzzword that I use because people think of hot sauce and this crazy spice, and I don't like anything that I have to eat on a dare. So we stay pretty close to the jalapeno and the habanero spice levels, which are really in the Scoville scale of spicy. They're pretty far down. They're not the Reaper peppers and the ghost peppers and the super hots as people know them to be. So, all of our sauces lead with flavor and then follow with, spice.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I think they're usable is what I kind of like to also tell people. And I give people, when we sample, I give people taste on, chips or on something like that. I remind people, you're not going to be eating this mainly, for the most part, unless you're someone who really is into this, eating them on a chip.
Right.
You're going to put it into something. You're going to put it onto something, like we do on the restaurant show. Try and incorporate it into something that people might already be familiar with or comfortable.
Like a chutney.
So I looked into chutney after the restaurant show. Chutney's more of a relish. It's an Indian word.
Okay.
And it is usually more associated with fruit.
Interesting.
And dollop is not an actual quantity.
Oh, it's not.
More just a kind of
a general amount,
just
anywhere between a tablespoon and a half a cup, maybe, something like that.
A pinch is more specific.
A pinch is more specific. Well, Rob, thank you so much for joining us today. It was good to see you. Rob Grether from Dashalitos Hot Sauce. You better scoot because I think Emily's looking for you.
I'll look to see if I can find her.
We'll be right back with more Wisconsin Family after the break.
'Cause every day is
Hi, and welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We are sitting here really just kind of chilling. We're in Madison Tap in the Robinia Courtyard Restaurant Group with the owner, Mr. John Reske. Thank you for having us.
Thank you
I
for
really
being
love
here.
Sitting in this booth, I really feel like I'm like kind of high class, kind of, I don't know, maybe in a movie or like the TV show. Oh,
We're in a TV show.
we are in a TV show.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure this shot gives it complete justice, but yeah, the lounge is nice to hang out in.
It is.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
very silvery and very, yeah, it's just comfortable and very nice. So thanks again for providing this gorgeous set for
Absolutely.
us. Thank you.
Well, I got my notes as far as what we're going to talk to John about. So
Yeah,
let's-
I'll
Boom.
just totally get rid of that. That means a whole lot of nothing. Because what we're
Yeah.
talking about is 2018. What's happening here? Tell us about the changes, the newness, the oldness, the goodness, all of it.
Well, you know, we're just rolling off opening up Jardin, right? It's been open for a couple of months now. We had a stellar holiday season with the holiday bookings as well as the New Year's party. We had 6 DJs from Ibiza in here,
I know.
which
I
was
heard.
amazing.
It was
the
so
party was
crazy.
out of control. But
Nothing like Madison has ever seen.
I know, right? Exactly. It was
Don't
like,
miss that next
It was
year.
like little Portugal in here. It was amazing.
amazing.
But you know, we're looking forward to 2018, obviously, and we got Restaurant Week coming up the 3rd week of January, which we're excited to be participating in for the first time.
Oh,
As an
congratulations.
entity from Rubinia Courtyard.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. And then, you know, again, we're looking forward to hosting our curling league out in the courtyard
Yeah,
as
when
well.
does that start?
Yeah, I'm
That's going to be
curious.
starting the 2nd week of January, actually. So
Okay.
coming up
So
soon. We're
that's
still
right around the
signing up.
corner.
Yeah, we're still signing up teams, teams of 4 to 6. So it's exciting. It'll be, again, you know, as I've discussed before, it will be something short of Olympic curling, right? But you will be using
Okay.
all of the equipment that
Okay.
that professional curlers use.
Sure.
It'll just be on a smaller court,
Right.
and we'll have 3 lanes out there. So
Do
it'll
you
be
know
fun.
what-
Another way to get Madison to interact with the outdoors a little bit, right?
Yeah, in the winter you got to. Do you know
Exactly.
what curling is? Have you
Yes.
done this before? Have
I've
you
never,
curled?
I've never
Are you a
curled before.
curler?
I'm not a curler.
Are you a wannabe curler?
Not really.
Not really.
But,
Not
I mean,
even a wannabe
Way to
trying?
sell it,
you know,
Justin. Way to
but
sell it.
you know, to be honest, I really respect people who do curl because it's really, I mean, it's a lot harder than it looks. I think because you're really, I mean, that takes a lot of strength to
I
strut.
don't really know
And
how.
finesse,
I mean,
yeah.
is it like shuffleboard? Is that what you said? Or I don't really know what
it's
it is.
on that level. You know, we're learning just as much as the next person here too, as
Okay.
far as all of the intricacies that are involved in curling. But so we'll find out, and we'll have more for you probably the next show.
'Cause I
about
wanna
how-
try it.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
wanna
be
try
fun.
it. Can
Either
you
way.
just try it once, or do you have to like?
Oh, of course.
commit
No,
and be
we'll
on a
have
thing?
open.
Okay.
We'll have open play one
Okay.
night too. So we're still
Open
sorting
curling?
out.
Open curling play.
Yeah.
I think we need to go. I mean, just to represent.
I think we should.
Okay,
I think we
that's
should.
fine.
Exactly. Good.
I have a question, and it's a general question about Jardin.
Mm-hmm.
What can people find here as far as snacks? Is it small plates, big plates, all of the above, desserts, coffees? Like I had lucky enough to be able to try some of the offerings at a party that was recently hosted here by someone really lovely.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really know what dinner's like. I haven't had that wonderful experience.
Yeah, well, dinner's obviously, you know, we've got a couple of items from all over the map, actually, both geographically and culinarily speaking, if that's a word. But you know,
It is now.
lamb. There's some lamb, some duck on there. We've got a chicken dish. We've got a Vietnamese chili shrimp dish as well. You know, so there's some smatterings of global cuisine all over. Obviously,
Nice.
using local, seasonally adjusted ingredients as well. So. I would not define the menu in any specific category other than, you know, Chef Brandon Reed is extremely creative, and he's
is.
putting his twist on all of these traditionally global cuisines or items. And yeah, so he's doing some very cool things. Great feedback on everything. So,
Good.
and then it's small and large plates as well. But the entrees are really driving the menu, and then there's a couple of salads and some smaller items too, like the shrimp. But so really, it's amazing. Some people sit down and order a smaller plate, and some people order 2 entrees. You know,
And is
so.
is it a later night dinner fare expectation, or can you kind of come and just walk in and say, hey, we start at 5,
Yeah.
till 10?
Exactly. On the weekends for sure. Serve till 9 during the week. But no, it's all over the map, and yeah, I would not say it's a later fare right
Okay.
now. Although we are considering expanding our hours actually, because we are getting some of those late night pushes.
It just
actually,
feels like that
do-
kind of scene. It could be people who are like those folks that, you know, maybe don't have kids at home that can like go out to dinner at
Right.
8 or 9 or
Right.
10 p.m. and
Right.
have that kind of fancy
Absolutely.
cuisine.
Right.
So that might be fun. Justin, have you had a chance to try the food here? I know you like Black Locust. I know you.
I
like
know
their
I love
food.
Black Locust. I've not been to Jardin yet, but I was kind of curious to know just like what's been the favorite of people who've come in here and have tried the food?
Well, I would tell you the braised lamb dish is like by far the runaway favorite. I would say for meat eaters too. But yeah, again, we've had a couple of local publications write their 5-star reviews around that dish basically. So everybody comes in to have that for sure. And then we've got a couple of we're kind of limited right now, but that's about to expand with the turn of the year here as far as our vegetarian offerings go. So
great.
we've got this wild mushroom dish that is
I've heard
also
about that.
extremely popular.
Somebody I know just had dinner here
braised
and they
lentils.
mentioned it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous actually. So that's probably our number one seller, but it is one of our limited vegetarian vegan offerings actually. So that's about to be expanded upon, like I said.
The menu items that are on Jardin, can you find, multiple different restaurants have their version of chicken marsala.
Right.
So do you have things that, it's your version of X, Y, and Z?
question.
Yes.
And then some things also that are just unique that nobody else in town is doing?
I mean, I would say, no, I don't think there's anything unique that nobody else is doing. It's just the presentation and then like the flavor profile that Brandon brings to the game. So I would say, and I would honestly say that, as I not being the foodie that I am, or that the average restaurateur is, I would say that I don't know enough about what the classics are for there to be twists on it, But I know that Brandon's pulling from, again, with these global creations that he has, they are all based on relatively traditional dishes, right? So yes, I would say the short answer is yes. He is doing twists on classics.
Yeah.
But they're from all over the world again, right? Southeast Asia, Spain, Italy, France, so.
As far as the food, I just want to mention, if you're watching this show and you're aware that we have a restaurant show as well, Jardin is going to be, some of these dishes that John mentioned are going to be featured on the restaurant show in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So keep your eyes open and peeled. You'll see that on our Facebook page, Restaurant Show, of course, live on TV as well. Probably see John on the restaurant show, but we're going to get to meet Brandon for the second time, but in his own element, actually cooking for television. So that's going to be really nice. I want to switch gears for a quick second and say, is there any events coming up here at the beginning of January that you can find here? I know Restaurant Week is happening, curling is starting.
We've always.
I
I would encourage everybody to go to our Facebook page, Rabinia Courtyard. We've got a great calendar of events on there, and it's always popping up. We might book something a week prior to the date, and then we've got our fixtures on Thursdays. Thursdays are kind of like our locked-in days where we have Intellectual Ratchet, who just won Best Hip Hop Promoter of the Year in the Madison Hip Hop Awards last week, which is great. They do a show here on the fourth Thursday of every month, and so that won't be for a little bit. And then the first and third Thursdays always Beat Chefs. Great, phenomenal cover band, two guys that loop each other, and they do 80s, 90s, early 2000s hip-hop covers, funk, R&B.
Fun.
Amazing. And then the second Thursday is always DJ Fusion from 93.1 too.
And we
He
know
always
him
puts
too,
on a show.
yes.
So
Thursdays.
And then Friday and Saturday always open. We just had a DJ from Berlin on the 30th of December here. And that brought a phenomenal show with him as well, as he was doing Smart Bar down in Chicago and then doing New Year's in Detroit. So he stopped in Madison, and we had a connection with this guy. So, but things like that are always popping up. So I encourage people to check the Facebook calendar. That's the best and truest way to figure out what's going on here. But there's always something going on.
There is always something going on. It's always something great, something fun, something delicious. Rabinia Courtyard, Jardin, Black Locust Cafe, and Madison Tap. Come check them out. This is Wisconsin Family. This is John Reske. Thanks for having us, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Clap your hands, let's take control.